This is Ori Hallium, and this is a Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. The Minish Cap is the 12th game in the Legend of Zelda series, and here it is. I'm going to be using the generic name of Link, because it's easy, and I don't have to think about putting a name here. Also, the Minish Cap is the only Zelda Game Boy Advance game that was solely made for the Game Boy Advance. Just a nice, interesting fact. Let's go. So here we go. We start out with our generic backstory intro. So I'll stay quiet and let you guys finish this up. So here we start out in just outside Hyrule's castle, and here we have Zelda. This is probably one of the more I found more interesting versions of Zelda. She plays a more intricate part at the beginning than she seems to do in the other games I've played, and you get her more as a child rather than that of an adult. Now, this Master Smith is Link's grandfather. He makes swords, and that's about all I can say about him. There's another game where you don't get to see Link's parents, though we can again assume that he has them, though they are probably either dead or just non-existent to the point that we don't need to know about them. You have your standard A and B, which allows you to use your two selected weapons, and your roll, which is R. This festival they're talking about is the Picori Festival. It's a thing that, in this incarnation of Hyrule, that they celebrate every 100 years, if I'm correct. And it just so happens this is the 100th year. Oh, never mind. I am wrong. They celebrate it every year. But this is the 100th year celebration, or something along those lines. And overall, I think the festival is uneventful, but we'll get to that later. Now, the sword that you just got, you're not going to be able to use for a while. It's not even going to show up in your selection menu. But I'll show you in just a bit. As you see, it is selected here under the quest status, and we can't use it. So let's grab some rupees, and we're off. So here you can jump off the ledge. It's a lot faster than walking down the silly stairs, and we're off to the inner sanctum of Hyrule, or not sanctum, but I guess the inner town of Hyrule. So right now, because of the festival, a lot of the areas which you'd normally be able to get to in Hyrule are closed off. But here at the festival, there's just a bunch of people talking about what's going on. Again, similar to other games, you press A to talk to people, so on and so forth. To get through this area, you have to talk to Zelda until they decide to go up to the castle. And I believe the Picori, or at least what this game goes off of, the Picori are similar to the little elves that helped with what's it called? That one folk story about the little elves who helped the guy with the shoe. They act similar to that. This guy here with the pineapple, I'll call him Pineapple Head. He'll be used later on in the game, I believe, to get just a few little extras. This time through, I'm going to try to 100% the game. In the years I've played this game, I've never 100%ed it. So, I guess this is the first. Now, what I really wonder is, why Zelda picks that, even though she calls it cute. The red gem, I believe, is worth 200, and you could buy 20 at least of those shields over and over again, and it's more or less useless to her. Oh, but we get it. So here we get our first, I guess, weapon or usable item. And so now we head up, now those little guys are out of the way, we can head up here to the Hyrule, right now in the Hyrule Field, and we are going to head up to the Hyrule Castle. Now this is an intro to how you deal with the Deku shrubs that you're going to have to pretty much, you have to get rid of several times throughout the game to get the few extras that it actually has. They also sell a bunch of stuff if you could go in and find them. Yeah, head up to Hyrule. And now we are forced to talk to Fotho, or Fotho, or Potho. And it depends on how you pronounce it. I'll call him Baldy for this playthrough because that's much easier to pronounce. So here we have the Picori Blade. It is this game's equivalent to the Master Sword. As you can see, it looks very similar to it with the whole purple hilt and whatnot. The Picori Blade helped save, as he said, the people. And here we get to see the winner of this supposed sword competition. His name is Vaati. And he is also the bad guy of this game. Vaati is also happens to be an enemy in the Four Swords, though I believe he is not the final boss. He's rather just a henchman of Ganon. But here you don't actually, this game doesn't have Ganon, so Here we have Vaati instead. And here we have more or less the Pandora's box. A bunch of monsters pop out, and they go throughout the world. Except for in this box, there's not really hope. You have a broken Picori blade. So now Zelda's stone, which means she does absolutely nothing for the rest of the game. Pretty much similar to how she does nothing in all the other games. I think the only exception to that would be the Wind Waker. Another interesting fact is a lot of the animation for this game was based off of the Wind Waker. Well, with this scene ended, I am going to end part 1 of the Let's Play of the Minish Cap. Thank you for watching.